Hello viewers, welcome to today's edition of Extra Mile Exceptional Leadership. It's been a very long season establishing the protocols and the concepts from scriptures that we must engage or employ in order to ensure we see to the nation of our dream. We just concluded establishing what the 7 mountains of society is that we need to deliberately penetrate in order to strategically occasion the changes we want to see. As I begin to wrap up on this series, I want to address 2 critical issues. How do you locate your own sphere of influence? You possibly may have been asking, in all of these many important aspects that we need to engage to occasion the results that we want. There are vital questions you need to ask yourself. And it ranges from number 1, what is your passion? What best unlocks your passion? What's your desire? What elicits your anger? What are you willing to engage? What area of change do you long for the most in all of these 7 areas? The third question is, what can I afford to do even without a pay? As you begin to answer these questions, you go further. What do I love to do with so much ease? I mean, it's effortless for you. At the drop of a hat, you are ready to run. What pains your heart the most when you see it undone? In the entire Nigerian milieu or socio-political space, what do you sense you are made, you are created to solve or to contribute to? Or better still, what do you think you possess a natural ability to be able to resolve? When you answer all of these questions, it brings you to a point where you are able to now say, okay, now that I've found my area, let me contribute my quota. One other way to determine is currently, where are you planted? What do you do for a living? What sector, what structure, what mountain, what area of existence of this nation do you find yourself? What are the issues involved in, and what can you do? The moment you finally located the aspect where you think you are designed to contribute, then you now want to enter the final phase, which is engaging. Now, being physically involved in your sphere of influence. All through the scriptures, the Bible speaks about strategic wisdom and planning. The best example I want to give is the example of Nehemiah. In the book of Nehemiah, when Nehemiah returned back home, from the place where he was serving the king to come and execute a strategy for rebuilding the broken down walls of Jerusalem, there were a number of critical principles that Nehemiah, employed that I'm going to be talking about, and I want us to look at it one by one. The first one has to do with that Nehemiah had to find a way of engaging the people in his environment. There were 12 of them, and I'm going to list them one by one. Nehemiah decided to engage a number of it. So where did he start from? The first thing was that he heard about the problem. When he heard about the problem, that means he decided to get information. He decided to understand, he decided to assess, he decided to be able to, do some discovery by getting information that is necessary, because you need to understand the depth of the problem. Sometimes, the principle of the iceberg, you only see 10% of the problem. 90% is buried underwater. You may just think that these problems are surface. No, they are deeper than that. So you've got to do a research, investigation, set up a little team, go on a voyage of discovery, find out what is the problem. Number 2, from the information that you've been able to elicit or discover, you now have to develop an appropriate burden. You see, in the process of engaging transformation or changing situation for the better, you are going to be encountering all kinds of incredible oppositions and difficulties. One of the things that will sustain you as you begin to engage is the level of burden and passion you have. So from the information, make sure that the burden is developed. And I'm going to continue as I teach on the other 10 principles of engaging your sphere of influence. You stay tuned.